Since 1956, Michigan Farm Bureau has presented its Distinguished Service to Agriculture Award, our organization's highest honor, to deserving individuals who have made exceptional contributions to the state's agricultural industry. As our most prestigious award, the DSA recognizes individuals that have made a lifetime commitment to agriculture. Today, we add one more very deserving individual to that distinguished list of names. For the past 45 years, this DSA's recipient has demonstrated a passion for agriculture through his business and his involvement in local, national agriculture programs and organizations, with a focus on responsible nutrient management and improving plant nutrient utilization and response. This individual co-founded AgroLiquid in his early 20s with a mission to prosper the farmer. Serving as the company's CEO since the early 1990s and being part of the company since its inception, he has witnessed the evolution of agriculture industry. He understands what it means to be a great leader. His leadership is a driving force behind the 900+ acre research farm dedicated to the study of crop nutrition for today's farmer. The research station boasts over 2,000 individual plots, and he can be found lending a hand planting, harvesting, and scouting. It's his same commitment to research-proven knowledge and fundamental belief in the importance of responsible nutrient management that drives him to focus on mentoring youth and his community in environmental stewardship and agricultural education. He believes that education is not a one-time event, but a daily activity. This belief led him develop a nonprofit foundation aimed at educating consumers on current agricultural issues and the development of an agricultural educational center at the company's headquarters named the IQ Hub. The center is the home for agricultural history, innovation, and exploration for the young and for the young at heart. His passion for mentoring youth has him involved in Boy Scouts of America, 4-H, and FFA at both the local and national levels. He believes that being a part of these programs allows him to positively impact the future of today's youth through giving his time, talent, and scholarships to help youth reach their goals. Authentic is the one word that comes to mind when describing this year's Distinguished Service to Agriculture Award winner, Troy Bancroft. He is true to himself, his surroundings, and follows his inner voice that calls him selfishly to help, take action, or quietly lead through situations. Service to others is part of the fabric of Troy Bancroft. He continually looks to the future for success in the agriculture industry and is persistent to intentionally find unique ways to contribute to agriculture and to prosper the farmer. Please join me in welcoming Troy Bancroft. Troy, it is an honor for me to present you with the 2020 Distinguished Service to Agriculture Award. This award honors you for your service and dedication to agriculture on behalf of the Michigan Farm Bureau members. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Troy's been around Clinton County longer than I have, of course, so Troy's kind of always been a mainstay for me here in Clinton County. I've only been president a couple years, but I've been a member for 15, going on 20, I guess. And Troy has always been a big part of Clinton County Farm Bureau. You can't talk about any project without having Troy involved in it, supporting it, volunteering for it, offering a location for it. So, you know, it's hard to think of County Farm Bureau events without Troy and consequently agriculture, liquid fertilizer.
Troy has always been very involved, you know, ever since I've known him, and I know this preceded me, but always involved in the county fairs, in FFA, in 4-H, Boy Scouts, so he's always working with those young people. I always like to tell the funny story. We were at National FFA Convention, and we're going through the career fair, and here's these kids with jackets from Kansas on. And he says to me, he goes, well, I wonder if they know so-and-so. So he runs these kids down and just strikes up a conversation with them and talks to them about what they do in Kansas to find out if they knew a friend of his in Kansas. I'm like, you know, who hunts people down like that? But that's his personality. He's worked with a couple state officer nominating committees for the FFA, and he just comes back re-energized from it because he just loves working with young people and talking to them about this industry and encouraging them to become involved in this industry. You know, Troy's just a giver, and a lot of times it's way more than from a financial aspect. A lot of it's in his attitude, in the demeanor, the ideas that he brings to the table and gets young people to thinking about the industry and what angle they might approach it from.
We have a distinguished businessman who has the means and the drive to go out and really promote agriculture. So everything from volunteering to be a judge for young farmers events to sit on a steering committee, showing up to county board meetings. He's there at all facets of it.
Thank you for that unique award. It's a distinct honor to work with Michigan Farm Bureau, and I've worked with many of you over the course of the years to promote the agriculture industry. I'm truly humbled by this award. I know that some of the people who's received it in the past. One thing we've learned this year is that ag is essential and that ag is adaptable. And we're so grateful for those two things. In 1983, we incorporated. My father-in-law started the company. It's called AgroLiquid Fertilizers. It's a family business, and we started in a difficult time in agriculture. There was 20% borrowed money if you could afford it, and there's a program called PIK, Payment in Kind, where they paid farmers not to plant 20% of their crop. So as a crop input industry in fertilizer, to having taken away 20% of your market was a tough time, and then trying to get money at 20% borrowed is tough. My three sons grew up and started working in the business. They experienced every level, from mowing to loading trucks to washing trucks, and now they're thriving in the business. And it's with great pride that I have them work alongside of me. So a few dads can have their sons working alongside them and see what they do on a daily basis and watch them grow in the industry. Reflecting on the influence of Farm Bureau, I'm grateful. They protect the farmer while promoting and enhancing agriculture. I have to admit, early on I was not involved. I was raising my family and growing a business. When I looked up, I saw the influence of Farm Bureau had, developing policies, promoting sustainable agriculture, encouraging young people. It reminds me in Ecclesiastes, where two are better than one, for two return a better profit for their labor. If one falls, the other can help them up. Pity the man who does not have one to pick him up. And this is what Farm Bureau does. They pick us up, keep us going on the path. As we think about the future of agriculture, we think about the young people and the grit and determination they must have in these ag times. So we try to support some of the initiatives with Farm Bureau. We support the Farm Science Lab that takes the ag to the classroom. It moves around throughout the state of Michigan, teaching agriculture on a level that folks can understand it, so those who do not work on a production ag farm can truly appreciate what the farmer does. We also support the Farm Bureau Educator of the Year Award. And the Educators of the Year Awards is truly a great award because so many times these educators are mentors for young people, not just teachers, they're mentors. We also support the young farmer groups, 4-H and FFA. Young farmers who continue 4-H and FFA are on their feet thinkers, able to speak their mind. When we opened the IQ Hub a number of years ago, we had a grand opening, and we invited many dignitaries. The FFA state officer team was here as well. The president of the state officer team was called upon impromptu to speak. I watched her. She took a step back, she took a deep breath, and she spoke so eloquently and succinctly about what Michigan agriculture is and what its hopes to become. That meant a lot to me because FFA brings along people that aren't always come from a farm, but they truly know what agriculture is by the time they get through the program. I've also had the honor of being on a state selection officer team for the state officers and being a judge at the National FFA Convention. The Blue Jackets representing our industry so well confirms the future of agriculture. I remember those who taught and mentored me, those older folks in the back of the room, correcting me and encouraging me, as I did need it so much. So now we must continue on the next generation because I and we believe in the future of agriculture with a faith not born of words, but born of deeds. Thank you so much, Farm Bureau. Thank you, Mr. Bednarski, for this. Thank you.
Troy, once again, thank you. On behalf of the over 40,000 members, farmer members in Michigan here, we appreciate your dedication and service and commitment to agriculture. You are an icon in the industry, and we just can't say enough for you deserving this award. So thank you very much.